Hello, this is Uncle Jim. I'm back from a channel. So if you missed me this week, I was over at my brother's channel. Maybe you guys can figure it out. So if I disappear for a while, you know where to go. Alright, so apparently they have this automated thing where they can pick out words and stuff like that. Then I get another spam from them saying some of my privileges are gone, extended live and things like that. I don't know. So if you're wondering what I was doing this week, check out my brother's channel. Alright, so I got to be careful of what words I use. I got the channel for doing the Forster wallow jointer. Okay, let's call it that, the wallow jointer. And so we're going to do some wallowing on some water jugs today with the Big Lee Big Daddy 310 loaded long with H110. So some people ask me, how do you know how much it weighs, the wallow jointer, once you wallow joint? And so this is what I did, and hopefully my calculations are correct. So first I weighed it with a gas check, which is right there. And that came out to 317.9 grains, which is kind of on the heavy side, but it's because of the alloy. So this is 12 BHN. Came out a little harder than I thought. So 317.9. Then I weighed the complete package, all done. And that was 450.2 grains. So after wallow jointing, the complete package was 435.9 grains, which means the difference was 14.3 grains, making the wallow jointed projectile 303.6 grains. Okay, does that make sense? If my calculations were correct. So I could have gone heavier on this charge. This is 44 Magnum, and I wasn't sure what it was going to weigh, so I just gave it 18 grains. Now I got a couple videos on this without a wallow joint in milk jugs, and they turned into a drum shape with about 13 BHN alloy. So what I did here is I used the 1/8 inch bit that comes with the wallow joiner and kept it skinny. However, to take a little burr off the edge, I used the improvised other bit just to give it a slight chamfer at the tip. Winchester large pistol primers for both Magnum and regular. So the wallow joiner works great. It's concentric, so this is what the chamfer looks like. It's just a little slight bevel, and then we're skinny in here. Okay? And it is concentric, but the camera always makes it look funny. Now, what about depth? Okay, on this big boy, the wallow joiner will get to the cutter before you can go any further, unless you kind of bring it out without the little cutout there for the set screw. So I just stopped there, and that's about where the bottom crimp groove is. Okay, and there's plenty in here, so you don't have to worry about that. Plus it has a gas check, so there's still lots of base there, so you don't have to worry about over pressure on the wallow joint. And so this is let's see, did I write it down? Where did I put that? Okay, so depth wise is a 1/8 and it's 7/16 inch deep. Okay, so here's my little gauge here, and so that's how deep it is. So you can see that it is just to that crimp groove, which is perfect. And I didn't want it too big because I don't want it to frag, so we're going to test this for the first time. And it's about like a Q-tip as far as width. And so that's how the monkey brain calculated everything. All right. I have a stop on the wallow joiner, so I can make them all exactly the same. Other than the chamfer, I just winged that just because it had a little burr on it for some reason this time. It is fun. It is hilariously fun to use. It got a little sticky towards the end, but you just back it out and it just knocks the debris off of the bit. All right, overall length is 1.705. So this is loaded long. All the data in the manuals for this thing is loaded long. Now I should have loaded it short, and I got to work on that. Use some 2400 Shooter's World heavy pistol, something like that, number 9, which I don't have. And so anyway, if you're wondering where I was, there's lots of videos I want to be doing, but either or, if I'm not doing a video every 2 days or so, you know where to go. All right. So let's see what happens. I don't have very many jugs, but I can do a bladder box. So we'll do the bladder box at the end. I have 2 videos with this non-wallow jointed, and maybe I'll post them in the sticky. And I think I'm going to be using a 16-inch Rossi lever action. And the drum video, I had a 20-inch Marlin without wallow joining, and it made a drum shape. Maybe I'll show you a picture of what they look like. And then also I used a 5.5-inch Ruger Red Hawk in another video. Maybe I'll sticky those, and you can see the difference. Those were 13 BHN. This is more like 12. So my alloy came out a little harder. Must have put some bad ingots in there. I don't know. So I made a whole batch of different 44s. Okay, all kinds, and they're 13. So or 12 BHN, which is good when you're running warm. But I wanted to do some Russian super soft, but we'll have to. We'll have to go back to that. Okay, first jug, things started happening. You can see the shrapnel there. Second jug, we have a piece right there stuck to the plastic. Hang on. This was stuck in milk jug 2. And then the core went through the third jug and was found in the fourth jug. All right, let's go inside and check this out. Okay, I had to come in. The milk jugs are blowing around. This was pretty devastating, and I went a little too deep for 44 mag. But look at the devastation here. So after exiting the first jug, I saw fragments already. So it just exploded, and then the core ended up in the fourth jug, and all of these were already apart in the second jug. So Let's weigh this out now. To my calculations, it was 303.6 grains with the gas check. So let's just see what these frags would have done on their own. 66.9. Well, let's do them individually. 45.8. 35.4. 35.8, and the core with gas check is 115.9, so that's like a 9mm right there. All right, the gas check stayed on. So now let's weigh it all together. So originally, 33.6 grains, according to my calculation. We got 299.7, so it looks like we lost a little bit somewhere in the snow, but it's almost 300 grain. That's just nasty. So, less depth, and I'll do 44 special next. I think this is going to be perfect for 44 special, and then we'll see if we can torch off a Russian and have that work. Let's make sure I'm zeroed. Yes, I am. All right. So there we go. That is a frag grenade. I'd like to pop a squirrel with that one. Anyway, hope you found this interesting. If this is gone, you know where to go. Until next time, I still have a bladder box out there, so maybe the next video is the soft point. Thanks for watching.